Hi, I'm Angela. I'm a Canadian exchange student here in Taiwan.
Hi, I'm Franziska and I'm a German exchange student here in Taiwan.
So we just wanted to talk a little bit about our experience on exchange this semester, especially given the current situation with coronavirus. I think we have a really unique experience and we wanted to share that before we head home. So just to preface this video, we just want to say that we are so lucky to be here in Taiwan and to have been here during the pandemic. So we just wanted to say that right off the bat. But yeah, just to start off, before we came to Taiwan, for me, I was supposed to go to Hong Kong on exchange, but because of the protests, they canceled my exchange, and so they gave me the option to come to Taiwan instead. But yeah, coronavirus was becoming a big problem in January, which was 1 month before I was supposed to leave, so my parents wanted to postpone my trip, but I begged them to let me come, and I'm so grateful that I did that because I had the best experience.
Yes, also my mother even wanted to pay me to not go to Taiwan because she was really afraid, but I'm so glad as well that I did not follow her advice and came here.
So when we got here, we both arrived February 10th, did we? Yeah. February 10th, and during that time we were just getting all settled in, but I just remember at the beginning of the semester we got so many emails all the time just saying which countries you couldn't go to. If you went to that country, you have to do a 14-day quarantine. And we got those emails every single day.
Yeah, and it updated. Only I think some students were lucky. They just arrived in Taiwan before they had to do quarantine, and some people weren't so lucky, so I think they had to move back to their home country.
Another thing was that, yeah, our semester got postponed for 2 weeks, so instead of starting in mid-February, it began in
2 weeks later.
March, I think. Like the beginning of March. I don't remember.
Also in the dormitory we had temperature measurements and we had to fill out some forms, and yeah, this came up a few weeks later where it was compulsory to wear a mask at the MRT.
As soon as like coronavirus became an issue, everyone was wearing a mask. Even on the streets, like not just in the metro, people just wore it regularly. I think it's definitely a different like culture compared to in the West.
In the first few weeks of our semester, the situation was very unstable because we were under constant fear that we are getting recalled by our universities. For example, every day some more students got recalled, and even from Canada.
Yeah, like for me, I know a lot of Canadian students all got emails saying to come back to Canada, but after we discussed it more with our university, a lot of them allowed us to stay by just like signing a waiver saying that they weren't responsible for us during this time. So if you haven't heard already, Taiwan has been praised all around the world for its efforts in controlling the outbreak really quickly. And I think a lot of that did have to do with the fact that they handled the SARS outbreak in the past, and so they were much more prepared when COVID-19 broke out. So some of the measures that they did were closing the borders really quickly. They tracked every single case, and then they also implemented the mask wearing very, very quickly. Even today on June 24th, as we're filming this, it's been 73 days since there was a local case.
So specifically at the NTU in Taipei, they did several things to prevent COVID-19 spread as well. For example, they only allowed students and staff to enter the campus, and in every building you wanted to enter, you had to scan your ID and do temperature measurements so they can track in case of COVID cases. They also moved very big classes online, and what was a really great thing is they provided each month a day where all international students can purchase masks for a very, very reasonable price, because we weren't allowed to purchase the masks in the pharmacies like the locals.
So one thing that did happen during the semester that caused quite a scare was that during this one holiday weekend, at the beginning of April, we had a long weekend, and so a lot of people were going down to the south to Kenting for a vacation and a bunch of other tourist attractions across Taiwan, and the government was really, really scared that this was going to cause an outbreak. So there was a lot of announcements sent out that weekend about social distancing and trying to avoid all of these tourist attractions, and so everybody was really freaking out during that time, even for us when we got back, because a lot of students had gone to tourist attractions that weekend. My Chinese class got moved online until further notice, and there was this big scare during that time, and we were very uncertain about whether anything was going to happen or not, and fortunately absolutely nothing happened. We were so lucky. Yeah, so it's been over 2 months since the last local case in Taiwan. The measures have loosened up a lot.
Yeah, for us basically everything is back to normal, except we still have to wear masks at the metro, but except that everything is normal.
Yeah, and for us, campus even opened back up, so everybody can go into campus now as it was before.
Even though we weren't able to travel to other countries like Japan or Philippines or South Korea, we weren't unhappy because that gave us the opportunity to explore this beautiful island. We really recommend, even I know we repeat ourselves again when we say it's so beautiful, but it's really worth it because there is something for everyone. You can hike, you can swim, surf, or there are also very beautiful cities. Taipei has so much to explore, and yeah, it's really worth it to come here.
We are so grateful for this experience and being in Taiwan, especially during this time. We have been so lucky with everything, and we're so grateful that Taiwan has been getting the recognition it deserves during this time as well. And we would highly recommend it if you ever have the chance to come on exchange here or just travel here in general. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. And if you want to check out other travel vlog of all the places that we've been to in Taiwan, you can check out my channel. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye! Go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah, everywhere there are free and clean toilets. I think that's not the case in Germany. Here they're clean and free. And everywhere, really everywhere. It's amazing.
Franzi loves the toilets here.